So the testing we're doing here at the Jaguar Land Rover's testing facility, we built a replica of what's out there in China. It's not as big, but it will give us a good idea of how the vehicle will cope. We do these challenges to push the vehicle to its absolute limits. The breadth of capability of the Range Rover Sport plug-in hybrid is phenomenal. My concerns are not so much if it fails, but if it fails and goes horribly wrong. It's the hardest challenge I've ever been involved with because I can't categorically say that we will succeed. We've also got Hope In with us today, who's going to be driving the vehicle.
I'm Hope In and I'm one of the racing drivers for Panasonic Jaguar racing team. From the outside it looks really steep, but in the car it feels like you're almost going vertically up. I won Le Mans 24 hours, but this challenge, when I first tried it, my heartbeat was higher than I would do a qualifying lap.
So that's testing now completed, and we think we're ready for this challenge.
This mountain is shrouded by myth and legend. The steepest section of the stairs is 45 degrees. If you do lose traction, gravity is going to take over and I'm going to slip off the mountain. I'm Hope In. I'm a professional racing driver for Jaguar Racing in the FIA Formula E Championship and Le Mans winner, Le Mans 24-hour winner. And I'm here to do the Dragon Challenge, to drive up the 99 turns and the 999 steps, all the way to Heaven's Gate. What the hell? That's mind-blowing. When I came here, I spoke with my parents and I said, I'm embarking on something which is the most challenging thing I will ever experience in my life. Other cars have completed the 99 turns, but no one has ever driven up the 999 steps. When you're in the car, when you're in that angle, you literally see nothing, just sky. I think reaching the top is going to feel like winning a race. I think the Range Rover Sport will be able to do it. It's just me being able to make that step to actually physically do it as well. Having the Range Rover Sport plug-in hybrid here is a blessing.
I don't think any other cars would even attempt this challenge.
It's a crazy challenge. It's the hardest challenge I've been involved in.
This is another level. This is really pushing the boundaries of the vehicle and the plug-in hybrid system itself.
One thing that is very special about the Range Rover Sport plug-in hybrid is the powertrain.
It's a blend of torque from an electric motor and torque from a traditional 2-litre petrol Ingenium engine.
Because of the electric power, it gives the instant torque, and especially accelerating out of these very tight hairpin turns, it's just going to give you that extra boost needed to immediately get back up to speed again.
The plug-in hybrid is identified by a P400E badge on the tailgate, and P400E stands for plug-in hybrid 400 horsepower electric drivetrain. 400 PS is certainly a lot of power, but we'll need it on this challenge here in China.
The car is 100% what we would sell to a customer.
It's a standard production vehicle with no modifications at all.
Coming up the 99 bends, it's in its dynamic mode, it's in sport, we're using the paddles on the steering wheel to change gear. When we then come to the steps area, we'll alter the train response settings, we'll go into mud and ruts.
We're using the optional off-road tyres.
And that just gives us a little bit more sort of sidewall protection on these sharp steps. We do these challenges to push the vehicle to its absolute limits, and this one really did. The breadth of capability of the Range Rover Sport plug-in hybrid is phenomenal.
Well, I mean, friends for life, I would say.
Well,
it's so dangerous, they won't allow me to do it without a safety line.
所以它存在的危险性很高，然后我们要共同去把这个风险及危险性降到最低。
The safety system, we've got two cables that are attached to the top of the mountain and the bottom of the mountain. And when we get the car onto the steps, they're simply clipped under the vehicle.
It's a special system which works basically one way, which only slams on a safety brake once the car starts moving backwards again.
防止它后翻，因为它只是单向的，它只能往前，没办法往后，往后它就刹住了。
So the vehicle just slides along them. They're not moving, they're not pulling, they're not pushing, they're not doing anything. They're there for safety.
I think the first time you arrive here, it's just totally mind-blowing. Oh, that's steep. I'm here to do the Dragon Challenge, to drive the Range Rover Sport plug-in hybrid, the 99 turns, and then drive up the 999 steps, all the way to Heaven's Gate. Shan is just shrouded in myth and legend.
Ah, 对，也有很多老人说起天门山一些故事。路的话本来就是很灵动，那个99道弯就是像一条白龙盘踞在天门山。
我们这儿这个山石壁就是一刀缺，这个公路稍有不慎，那就是致命的。
Electric motors deliver instant torque. It's just going to give you that extra boost.
You ready?
我建议还是慢点。
我在这儿工作了13年，也就是像我们一般30、40个弯就已经够快的了，对，尖叫是很正常的。而且它的坡度又大，弯道又多，只要一点点的那个出一点点的瑕疵，都会不是小事故，更危险。所以刚开始肯定会开业会紧张。
可是如果我告诉你，他也要把车开上天门山的阶梯呢？999道阶梯，
开天梯，那个也是太那个什么了。
这个天门洞这个上天梯，就是从开园到现在，还没有人说开着车挑战这个天梯，这个危险难度也特别大。
我觉得可能性不大。
那个不可能的。
那不可能的。
不可能吧？还是因为车怎么开得上去那么高的天梯
This challenge is the most extreme one we've done yet. The plug-in hybrid, having that grunt of both engine and electric will be a great benefit. But we're really pushing the limits. There really is a chance of failure. As far as I know, nothing has ever been tried like this before. This is unheard of. It's crazy.
It's very steep. It's 45 degrees. Well, yeah, it's like this, right? Yeah.
这样。
那也没那么陡，这么样子吧。是一个很可能会带来危险结果的事情。
I can't see anybody living if the car started rolling back down the hill.
如果发生这个意外，那就是车毁人亡。
Nice and steady. Yeah, we're clear, but don't worry. You be very careful up there, please. We're clear, don't worry. Everything's clear, everyone's out of the way. All clear.
Still shaking. The adrenaline is something I've never experienced before. I guess the mountain gave us one shot to make it up here. All the lucky ribbons we put on the mountain yesterday and today, have helped us to bring us up here.